there has been an increasing trend here in Australia that anyone who has a counter view to the socialists, PC, lobby, Greens, Communist Brigade
Your friend.
You're finally on national television right now.
shouted down,
literally,
and called racists or homophobics, so that any form of rational debate is difficult, if not impossible, to now have. How can we counter this?
Peter, I assume you're making exception. You're making exception for Q&A, I dare say, because we are having that debate as we speak.
And I haven't been shouted down.
There you go.
So you're making progress, Tony.
Jordan Peterson.
or you're wrong. Possibly you're just wrong.
Jordan Peterson.
Well, look, I've been called every pejorative in the book, I think, except pedophile. But, well, I've tried to keep track of them. One day last year, I was called a Jewish shill and a Nazi the same day, which was, I guess, a high point. Your claim that if we engage in certain types of discussions, this kind of reaction emerges is absolutely the case. I mean, for at least 6 months after I made what you might describe as my initial political stance, I was swarmed by people who were using every possible pejorative to take me out so that none of my arguments needed to be taken seriously. How do we deal with that? Well, hopefully we stop calling each other cheap names. That would be a nice start, rather than addressing the issues. But I would also say a certain amount of persistence is called for. If you're mobbed on social media, a brief bit of advice by people who are doing exactly the sort of thing that you're describing, I would say 2 things. The first is be careful about what you've said and what you've said in the past, and maybe it's a bit too late for that. The second thing I would say is, if you haven't done anything wrong, do not apologize.
That is your minute.
And then wait 2 weeks, and it'll go away.
Terry Butler.